This one time, one of my cousins was like, you know how babies come into the world? I'm like, why? How? He's like, well, for every race is different. For Mexicans especially, the baby comes in a care package and it has Corona and Cerveza all over it. So that way, it's like a starter kit for the dad. What's up? What the Boys Cooking podcast. We got a new member. We got Henny G, right?
G. How we been? How we doing?
We doing good, bro. We got a new member though, Damasio.
What's going on?
Tell the people about yourself, bro.
Man, I've been.
Date of birth first.
Date of birth,
Social Security number, and your name and your nickname.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Damasio de Jesus. My Social Security number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11. And yeah, pretty much.
No nicknames.
He could call me Masio if you want.
Masio, Big Dog,
Big
N,
Big D,
Big I. Alright, man. What's up, though? What's up with y'all? I hope y'all having a great day. I hope y'all having a blessed day. But we just coming back at it again. We got some conspiracy theories that we trying to talk about. Okay. So, I know one of the latest ones happens to be Henry and I talked about it on the last podcast, but it was Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove, yeah.
Bohemian Grove, Ryan Garcia, all that.
No Ryan Garcia thing going on.
All right, nah. Henny knows more about it than I do.
Yeah.
So Henry, why don't you explain it for the people and for Damasio?
All right. So Bohemian Grove is basically, it was California, correct?
Yeah.
It's like a little like a gathering spot for all the higher elites out in somewhere in California. But it's out on the outskirts of a little town, and it's filled with security. And people are saying that they're doing like human sacrifices there and a bunch of like dark stuff, right? But there's actual proof of like presidents and everybody going into the actual grove, but no one knows what goes on there. So there's a bunch of conspiracy theories around it, especially because as of lately, Ryan Garcia said that they made him go there and they held him down and they made him watch babies get raped, which is crazy to think of, right? Yeah. So there's been plenty of conspiracy theories about it, but one of the main ones is like there's a big old owl statue there. You can look it up, a picture of the owl statue, and they say that they do human sacrifices at the bottom of the owl statue and worship an owl god. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This is
I never heard about that.
It's all public information, guys.
And this is we got to make that clear. This is all public information. This is like nothing new. We're not no CIA agents infiltrating the government or nothing like that. We just talking. We just three dudes talking, bro. Yeah. But you got any conspiracy theories that you think of?
Really, there's really like one that actually caught my mind. So It was like, you know, like everything about like Area 51, like that type stuff and everything. So I found a theory that like I've been researching and everything about Area 51. So I guess there is another level for Area 51 that I heard about. And they say when you go in it, it's a bunch of like, they say it's a bunch of weird stuff and everything. So when I looked through more, I had to get a code, but my friend knew how to do the code and everything to break it. So I'm like, all right. So it took about almost like 2 hours before I could get the code in on my computer. And when we got in, it was like when I say some scary stuff that was in there, in that little album or in that file, that was some crazy stuff. It was like a big container, like bigger than this house. And it was just captured, just filled with stuff like aliens, is about creatures, like a big egg of something that they're holding captive in the glass container.
You said your friend did this?
Yeah.
Like, do y'all think, was it trustworthy? Y'all think?
I've been getting calls lately, but I just ignore them.
Could be like deep fake, man.
Could be deep fakes. I'm not finna cap, but like,
do y'all believe in aliens?
Who?
Do y'all believe in aliens?
I don't believe it, but like, you know, like TikTok and Instagram and everything, they're like, oh my god, like we saw it.
I got a crazy conspiracy theory for y'all about aliens. Okay, so what I think is that when I say aliens exist, what I think is that aliens, like stuff that, those little Martians, whatever, that doesn't exist.
No.
People from outer space. But what exists is demons, fallen angels, stuff like that.
Have you guys seen the picture? There's a photo of this statue that they found in Russia, like quite recently, and it's kneeling down, but it's still taller than most like grown men, which is crazy. And they say it looks like the statue of a fallen angel because the way that, because it's they say it's not made out of stone, and the way that it has like a cloak on top of its head. I could probably pull up a picture, but the way that it's like waving, it's not like how stone would naturally be carved, which is crazy. And people are saying that they felt like a dark presence coming off of it. What do you have to say about that?
I think that was either something that I feel like that's definitely encaptured not only the image of what Nephilim are, because if you don't know what Nephilim are, they're basically angels who are and again, like I say all the time, if I'm wrong or if we're wrong or y'all want to correct us or y'all got new information, leave in the comments down below. I invite y'all to do that. But what I'm saying is that Nephilim are these giant race of giants who were fallen angels, essentially. Okay. And one thing actually about Greek mythology is
that's the picture.
Oh shoot.
That's crazy, right?
Siberian. Okay, Google Siberian fallen angel statue. That's what we're talking about right now. But
I wanted to investigate this because it's crazy to me how so many people don't believe in like the existence of like demons and all that. Yeah. Like to me, it's like it's a clear sign that they do exist. And who knows? This is probably it. But yeah, there's a whole video on it. I'll find a story about it, but that's the video about it so far. But it looks odd, right? Yeah. Like the way it's flowing like that, and it's kneeling down, and this dude's still not taller than it, which is crazy, right? It's the wings too, but
that might be something that was either carved out of stone by someone who knew what they were doing, yeah. Or it could be a clear message or it could be something that tries to instill fear in us by the devil. Yeah. You never know. But what I'm getting at is, this kind of stuff like has been around for millions of years, and this type of like this stuff like that, those statues, those other things, like all those urban legends, whatever. You don't know if they're true or not, because if they are true, that's more than likely a demon. Yeah. Trying to scare people, trying to possess, trying to instill fear, because the enemy has one goal when he comes here: steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah. So if your mind can be taken over by looking at something like that, and it can be like manipulated into thinking, oh shoot, those are real, and then you can focus so much on the demons and on all that dark stuff that you don't focus on the light and what God has and God's side. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is kind of dumb that people don't believe in God but believe in demons, because even demons and the devil believe in God. Yeah. I mean, if you there's videos of preachers who they tell somebody who's possessed, they say that Jesus Christ is God, and the person who's possessed cannot say it because they don't want to admit it. Yeah. Which is like, because if they said that would be like, that's basically punching Satan in the face by saying Jesus Christ is God, because Jesus Christ is God.
Yeah. You also see people like there's been times where people have been like, oh, like I believe there's like a higher being, mm-hmm. But then they also don't believe there's like demons, because it's in my eyes, how can you have the good without the bad? Correct. Mm-hmm. So like, if like God is all powerful, we know this, it's understood, but then people are like, oh, but I don't believe in demons. But then on the other half, they're like, oh, like I believe in demons, but I don't need to fear them because I'm with God, you know. And that's like a real powerful message to read, because what that always makes me think of is Saint Michael. You know who Saint Michael is?
Tell me a little bit more.
The archangel. So when Lucifer went up to to basically go after God, correct? God was like, he had Archangel Michael, and Lucifer couldn't even get through Archangel Michael before he got to God. You can look up Archangel Michael, you'll see like the photo of him, and it's like stepping on Lucifer, which is why I always tell people, it's, yes, demons are out there, but as long as you're with Christ, there's no need to be afraid of them. You can look them dead in the eyes and tell them, like, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and there's nothing they can do to you. There's nothing they can do to you, yeah. Which is, that's what I always tell people. Like, if you're feeling like there's demons coming after you, don't be afraid, because there's no reason to.
The only reason to be afraid is if you don't have a strong relationship with God.
Yeah, because then that's when they go in. And that's when the doubt becomes more doubt, and that's when it becomes like denying Jesus Christ himself. And that's the worst thing you can ever do. Which is because it starts off little and then it just goes bigger and bigger and bigger. Because once it starts off little, they can slip into that little crack, and then they just explode from the inside out.
That's really true. That's very true. Like, just like if it can start off with one little thing. That's the same reason I don't watch horror movies, is because when you will put that stuff inside of your head, that opens spiritual doors to the realm of course, spiritual warfare. And there's always going to be that stuff going on until the day of the Lord, which is until the day the Lord decides to take reign over all of earth and heaven. And there's going to be in the end of times, for eternity, there's going to be heaven, and then there's going to be the lake of fire in hell. And hell is eternal separation from God, and that in itself is enough torture for me to be like, nah, I don't want to. Like, I want a relationship with God, because when you're separated from God, you have no purpose in life. Think about that. I don't know what you got to say.
Really, that really kind of got me, because everything what you guys just said I had a heart to it. So it's kind of like I trust it, I believe everything what you guys say and everything. And because we kind of like, we go to church and we pray to God, and we just give everything that we have to it, to God. And sometimes it makes me choke up, because it hurts, and it hurts the people that don't believe it. Like it hates me looking at people that don't believe in God.
Well,
but
the one thing is, I always learned about like people like that is you have to understand where they're coming from as well. Like, it's if you're like trying to help someone find Jesus Christ, it's not like, oh, this and that. You have to be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, and I pray for you for that. But also, you're not walking with them, you're walking for them. So if they don't believe in Jesus Christ, you're not gonna be like, oh, here, like, I'll walk right next to you. You gotta be like, I'll walk for you and I'll help you find this. But if you don't want to, there's nothing else you can do. You can pray over them, you can pray over them, you can continue to pray over them. But if they truly do not want to, there's nothing you can do, and that's a very hard part.
Yeah, but either way, there's still some type of light that they have in them or in their minds, that something's gonna make that spark that they want to believe in God. They want to have a better future, a better life. And that's the good thing in us and humans, that we always have a spark.
Because I believe everyone has their own like path and journey into believing in Christ, which is like one of the great things that I look at when it comes to Christianity is, I ask everyone, I'll go around and ask everyone, like, what's your story? Like, how did you start believing in Jesus Christ? And every single one is different. Like, yes, there's similarities, but every single one is tailored to that specific person, which, it's beautiful in my eyes. It's something so
personal and loving.
Personal, yeah.
Only a living, loving God can do that.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't happen off a coincidence. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I agree. And one thing that I think is very much proof that that God is real, and that if you follow the Bible, your life will become better, is because not only eyewitnesses, but if you follow what the Bible says in the New Testament, and if you follow the wise advice that Solomon gave in Proverbs, and you follow these things and you live your life living by these rules, your life will definitely get better, without a doubt. Because, okay, what does the Bible say? 10 Commandments. Don't steal, kill, don't worship any other gods. Like, these are all things that are like, well, yeah, duh, don't kill somebody. Yeah. But, people back then, people make mistakes, and some people get...
And it's not about hating them for their mistakes. It's about forgiving them for their mistakes.
Exactly.
And that's one thing hard about human nature, is it's so easy to be selfish, and it comes very natural to be selfish and to be greedy and to be all this and to sin. It comes very natural to all of us, and that's one thing I've gone through reading the Bible, is I've learned to forgive, and that's a hard thing, because I used to never forgive anybody. I would hold grudges, and I mean, I still do sometimes, and but it's becoming easier and easier to just be like, hey, I forgive you, I pray for you. Like, I may still be a little bit angry, but I don't hate you for it. Like, I forgive you, you know? And that's one powerful thing that God has done in my life, has given me the power to forgive. Not to forget, but just to forgive, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. It's one of those things where people who have hurt me the most, if they have my number and they call me up saying, hey, dude, I'm sorry for what I did, can you help me? I'm there. Obviously, I'm not going to enjoy being there. I'm not going to be like, yeah, bro, I'm not going to be smiling in their face. I'll try, but I can't say that I will because I've been hurt by you. Yeah. But if you tell me you need help, I'm going to help you. I'm going to try my best to help you.
Yeah, like the same thing with me. Like I tell even random people, like, it's like, hey, you got my number. Yeah, I know we don't talk and everything, but if you need anyone to talk to and everything, I'm here for you. Yeah. I'm here for you from the end to the day. I'm here for you. Yes, it's gonna, like what you just said, that it still hurts you, that because you hurt me. Yeah, it hurts, but let the past be the past. Don't let the past be the future.
Exactly. Don't let the past define your future.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And just like I tell everyone, but do they? No, they really don't. But I tell them, and they have it in their mindset that I'm there. Exactly. If you need a talk.
I feel that's especially a problem in this generation. Is it's so easy to just give in to the other side, you know?
Yeah.
It's so much easier to walk the wide road than to walk like the narrow path. And we were talking about this the other day too. It's so much easier to just like wander along this wide path that's away from God. But if you walk on that straight path with God, yeah, it might suck. You might get thrown out like a pinball on the walls, but hey, you're still walking straight, you know?
Yeah.
And I believe that everybody has one. I believe that without Jesus, there is no purpose in life, because at the end of the day, everybody is going to go to the same place. Everybody's going to be judged before God, and He's not going to judge you off of your works. He's not going to judge you off of your sins. He's going to judge you off of, did you have a relationship with me?
I know a lot of people like contradict this argument by saying like, religion is just 'cause you're just following God because you're scared of hell. It's not that I'm scared of hell. It's that I'm scared of being away from Jesus, because I've built that relationship. And it's like losing a loved one. It's like you're scared of that, but it's going to happen eventually. But if you keep a strong enough relationship with God, you'll see Him again eventually.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, unlike humans, it's sad to say, but our loved ones can pass at any moment. Mm-hmm. But the Lord will never forsake us or abandon us. He's always going to be there for us. And what I firmly believe is that no matter how many times I sin, it's like climbing a rock wall. And my goal is to get to the top where I'm living my life with Jesus 24/7, not sinning. Mm-hmm. That's the goal.
Sometimes you slip, though.
And you slip. And sometimes things get thrown at you, or you slip, or you lose your footing when you're climbing that rock wall. You lose your footing. You don't fall all the way back down, but you lose your footing. Yeah. And you're going to get, pushed back. But if you keep continuing to read your Bible, pray, listen to worship music, do the right things to grow with God, you're going to keep going up and get, like I said, you're going to lose your footing multiple times. It's going to happen. Satan is going to throw stuff at you from the top of that. He's going to throw stuff, but you got to dodge it, or you got to take it and be like, okay, moving on.
You can't just give in, because that's what he wants. If you give in, you're showing him that you're not truly like standing behind what you say to the Lord, If you give in to Satan, it's like you're showing Satan that, hey, my relationship is not strong enough. Come, like, you're welcoming, like, almost in a way.
Yeah.
It's like kind of just like, if say you're getting attacked and you're behind the wall, right? It's kind of like, okay, that wall fell down, but here's this stick fence that I put up, Mm-hmm. There's a difference between a brick wall and a stick fence.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Mm-hmm. But what would you say your walk with Christ has been, Damaso? Like, how's it been? How's it going?
Really, it's been tough for me. It's been really tough. There's sometimes I kind of not like kind of talk to myself like, I wish I won't be here. I wish that another day could be happy, like another day like how it was before. And I still wish that to that day. Yeah, I tell people I'm happy. I put on a smile every time when I go to school, but I'm really not. I'm really every time when I take a step, feels like I'm always falling back down. And it's hard for me because since my life, since in the past, all my family that I loved, they all passed away. And they were always there for me. They always told me to keep your head up. They always tell me that you're strong. You're stronger than ever. You're strong than God. And I take that, and I take that really deep. But every time when I take a step, I slip back down. And it's hard for me. But
yeah, it's a part of life in the sense that you know you're gonna slip and fall. Like we're all humans. We know we're gonna mess up, and we know we're gonna commit sin. And it's bound to happen. Mm-hmm. We're all gonna mess up at some point, no matter how big, no matter how small. But you gotta realize that the next day, even though it may seem like it's not getting better, it's always getting better because it'll always work itself out eventually. Because in the long run, God has a plan set out for you, and it's different from the person next to you.
Yeah.
But it's all their plan. And as long as you believe, I truly believe that you can do anything is possible with God.
Yeah. About what you said, Damasio, what I want to tell you is that you're gonna feel like that. You're gonna feel like you're constantly falling, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna feel upset. And I know how that is. So my advice to you would be that you continue to have faith in the Lord, and don't have faith in the Lord in the sense of the Lord's gonna make things better. Have a sense of, God, you're my Father, so no matter what, I'm protected. I'll be okay. Because at the end of the day, Lord, you're my dad. Like that's how I talk to the Lord. I talk to him like he's my dad. I'm like, Father, I messed up today. I'm sorry for what I did. Can you please forgive me? Like, I know I keep messing up, and I know that I'm constantly doing bad, but I ask that you forgive me, and that I can have a clean slate. And
in that sense, like for some people, Jesus is their only father that they ever had.
Exactly, and the good thing is he's not like an earthly father. He's not gonna be like, I'll forgive you, but remember you did this. He's gonna grab it like a ball of paper. You write it down and you give it to him. Say, Lord, this is what I did, God. Here, take it. And what he does with that is he crumples it up, throws it behind him, and says, all good, you're good, clean slate. Mm-hmm. That's something that's so beautiful about having him as a father, bro. And that's one thing that I can tell you for sure, is that you can come to him every single day and say, Lord, I trust in you. Help me to grow with you, clean my slate, and I love you.
You never gotta trust him not loving you and not caring for you, because that's the gift that he gave to you. Is because we don't deserve to go to heaven. All of us have sinned, but the gift that he gave to you is the ultimate gift to anybody. He gave you the gift of forgiveness from him, and he gave you the gift of his love, which is the greatest love this world has ever seen and will ever see. And those are the gifts that we don't deserve, but he loves us enough to where he gives it to us. You know, it's like if your little sibling messes up, it's like, okay, say they broke your Legos. I've had this happen before. I built a brand new Lego set. My little brother kicked it over. I was like, dude, really? Like I got mad, right? I got mad, right? Just like how anyone would. I got mad at him, and I was like, you know what, man? It is what it is. I can always rebuild it. And then he rebuilt it and he kicked it over again. Yeah, he rebuilt it, kicks it over again. Yeah, but you see like the whole like the message behind it. It's like you can forgive just because you love somebody, even if you don't love them, you still forgive them, because that's what we're told to do. Jesus says to forgive, forgive and spread the word of his name. Because there's this one saying that my mom told me. It's like, no one will ever die on this earth not hearing about Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. And that's beautiful. And there's this one Bible verse I read. I have it in my pocket actually. I'll find it. I'll find the page. It was something along the lines of, like, don't worry about saying the wrong thing. Like if you're spreading like Christianity to friends, don't worry about saying the wrong thing, because the Lord will speak through you. Yeah. And that was crazy to me, because that was the first verse I looked at, the first one I read. And it was that one, and that related completely to my situation. I'm like, what's the coincidence that happens, correct? It's crazy, right? I'll find the verse, hold on.
Hey, but... No, go for it.
Like, kind of like what you said, like, you build up your Legos and your brother just breaks them. Yeah. Like, that's kind of like our hearts. We yeah, we break some people, we break them really bad, but the friends and the friendship and the people that they love, they're there for you to rebuild it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've been doing.
Not only the people, but Jesus can rebuild that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the beautiful part.
You never know when you need to like help someone in a time of need. That's why I always carry this. Like, yeah, it's for me too. If I ever need help, but one thing I love is of being a Christian is that it's about spreading love to other people. Because there's always gonna be hate in this world, but if one by one each person spreads the love at a time, we can defeat the hatred of the world. I believe that truly. For sure, right?
As long as the gospel is spread, I feel like we can for real change the world if the gospel is spread. Hey, but on another note though, I do got a question for y'all. Alright?
Ask the question.
Y'all got any crazy stories with y'all friends?
Oh, hand me that microphone. Now y'all know me, alright? Y'all know I'm a little bit on the wild side sometimes. Henny G, just a little bit on the wild side sometimes. If I remember correctly, were we hanging out one time? That one time, you know. Okay.
Okay, wait, which one time?
Yeah.
Where were we?
Where were we? Where were we at? I think JP was there. No. Was JP there? Yeah, JP was there. We were all at the lunch table, remember? Remember when we got kicked out?
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, okay. Funny, so we had this whole lunch table group going on, right? And it was me, you, JP, a bunch of our friends, right? But as teenage boys are, we were extremely loud in the lunch table. And it's always fun being loud. It's natural nature of a teenage boy to be loud and to be obnoxious. Yes? Okay, well, we took it a little bit too far. So we started screaming words out in the middle of this cafeteria and just screaming, and we're just laughing, right? And then we started doing water bottle flips, right?
Oh my gosh.
This whole video recording of this, we started doing water bottle flips. And do you want to say what JP said?
Sure. So JP looks in the eyes and said, "If I land this water bottle flip, I'm not gonna say her name.
3 times in a row."
He said, "If I land this water bottle flip 3 times in a row, I'm not gonna say her name, but you break up with your current girlfriend right now, and he's like says something like, you break up with your current girlfriend right now, and you get with me." Mm-hmm. And
bet that. So JP goes 1, 2, twice, and on the third one,
keep in mind, everyone's like standing.
Yeah, everyone's standing around. It's completely silent, and then JP's like, "Watch this." He does a little like the points, flips the bottle, and it lands, and all of us just go from here to jumping up like, "Ah!"
You gotta break up with your girlfriend.
You gotta break up with your girlfriend, yeah. And then Mr. comes over because keep in mind, Mr. was about 5 minutes earlier to quiet down because we were already being loud enough that day. And after that, he was like, "Listen, guys, you guys got to get out the cafeteria." So we all stand up, we start walking outside, and JP's angry because he's an angry little Mexican child. It is hilarious seeing JP angry because he just starts screaming and talking so loud.
He talks fast and loud. He's like, "What the heck was that, bro? I don't even know what you're doing, bro. What the frick was that? What the frickin' frack?" Like, it's so funny. Like the way he's. I don't know how to describe. He's just funny, bro. Like, he's just a loud, funny little Mexican man.
Did he actually do it though?
Did he actually do what?
No.
No,
he did not.
I mean, they ended up breaking up this year, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
That's not part of the story.
That's not part of the story, so don't trip about that. What about you, though, Damasio?
Man, so it was after school and everything, and I got a ride. So it was, I'm not gonna say no names, but he had in his Dodge Challenger, but it was souped up a little bit. So we were on a stoplight, and one of my friends said like, "Hey, we should do a thing that every stoplight we should switch seats."
The Chinese fire drill.
So, but when we did that, when it was but the other person didn't have experience of driving. He could drive, but he didn't have that much experience. Oh. So we were like, "Nah, we can't let you drive." So he was just staying in the back.
Let me do it, bro.
He said he wanted to.
Trust us, bro.
He said like, yeah, he wanted to, but I'm like, nah, you're gonna mess up the car.
We're not letting you.
Yeah.
There's a key difference.
Then it was my turn. But get this, I didn't have a license. I didn't have a permit. I didn't have nothing. But I know how to drive.
Yeah.
So when it was my turn, I literally because I couldn't squeeze because he didn't open the what do you call it, the seat too much. So I was like trying to squeeze in because it was a green light like in seconds. So I closed the door and I'm like, I don't know how to drive this car. Like, and he said, okay, I put it in drive. So I'm like, what does the S stand for? And he said sport. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch it in sport. After it hit green, I went. I was spinning out. I was going 80 miles an hour, but because we were having so much fun, I wasn't using no turn signals. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just going. But the thing is, he took us to a spot that there would be no cops, so we were good.
Okay.
But there was this point that he said that I almost hit a car. So like when there's it's 3 lines, but there was a car in front and the 2 on the side. But I was speeding. But like in that little area, that little tight window, like when people say like when you see a window, you gotta take it. So when I took that window, I braked hard, like everyone went forward. Everyone went forward, but I stepped on the gas at the same time, and the car was drifting while going the line. And like when you drift, you feel like that car shaking and everything. Yeah, so we did that, and I was going 80 miles straight. And then
driving is so fun. I love driving. That's one of the things that, like, for me personally, is like the big like relief in my life is driving. It's so cool because I'm sorry, I might talk for a little bit, guys, but I love driving. I don't like swinging my car. I like going fast and smooth.
Yeah.
Not like cutting up in traffic. I like going fast, and I like taking around corners like smooth enough, but to still where I'm getting rocked to the side of my seat, because my seats are pretty deep. They're like deep bucket seats, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be like locked in, but like even how I drive now, I'll be going like those signs say like, oh, like 30 miles per hour on this turn. I'll be going 50 on this turn just because my car is lowered to the ground, and because the one fear I have is that I'm gonna like slip out and that I'm gonna like slide off to the right. But even then, I know how to correct it. But I don't like going like really fast and like swinging my car. I'd rather go and smooth around that corner, because that for me there's something so calming about just like not hearing the tires like skirt, but still just moving fast because you're just so smooth. It's really cool. Do you have any fun driving experiences, JC?
I don't know about fun, but I got driving experiences.
Oh yeah.
So this one time I'm an ag, so I take care of a goat. So this one time I was going to school, and I had just finished watching, like, it was like 8 in the morning. I pulled the all-nighter. I just finished watching the movie Nobody. It's a great movie. I love that movie. And one of the songs is a song on my playlist by Pat Benatar, I think, Heartbreaker. This was early in the morning. I'm off of like 3 cups of coffee, and my goat, and I'm going to see my goat, right? And it's like one of those days where it's not raining, but it's just super moist on the road.
Like humid.
Yes.
Like it just rained before.
Yes. So you gotta like be careful on the road, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't careful. The song, and I'm listening to like Luther Vandross, and then it just cuts to Heartbreaker, that song, and I'm like, oh bro, this is the moment, dude. And so I'm going, and I take a turn too fast, and I brake real hard while I'm turning. So all I hear is, I fishtailed, and my car goes like, and I'm like, oh shoot, I probably shouldn't do that. And so no, and my car like, so on the
you should specify what kind of car you have, so people don't think you're driving like a Mini Cooper and doing this.
I don't know if it's any better. It's a Tacoma.
But it's more understandable for a Tacoma to almost flip than like a Camaro. Yeah.
No, but so my Tacoma, 2008, mind you. It's like, and the road that I was taking is straight forward and straight back.
Oh, and you're looking horizontal on that road.
No. I'm looking towards O'Connor.
Oh.
Like towards O'Connor. So my car is horizontal in the middle of this road, like a barricade. And I look back and forth, reverse back into the lane, and I just keep driving. And then I'm like, dude, that was low-key kind of scary, but kind of fun. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it again. But do I regret it? Absolutely not. So I go up right, and then I'm going like 60. And the light turns yellow, and I'm like, I can make that. And so I'm going. I'm like, no. So I press on the brake, and I hear, and then it like goes. Okay. I'm like, okay, let me chill.
General rule of thumb is if the light turns green and I'm going above 45, or if it turns yellow and I'm going above 45, I'm not stopping for that yellow. I'm going through it, because at that point it's unsafe to brake. And officer, you really gotta arrest me for going 50 through a yellow light? No. Okay.
Yeah. But But anyways, after that, I was like, bro, that's so scary. And I'm in like in the middle of the road now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, frick. It's either like I stay here or I run the red light. I'm like, let me do the logical thing. I'm just gonna stay here. So I stay in the middle of the road, and cars are like dodging me. Light turns green, and I'm like, okay, let me just go. So I press on the gas too hard, and it just goes. I'm like, bro, it's a never-ending cycle, dude.
You know what you need? There's this wonderful thing called traction control, and it comes in a lot of cars. My car has it personally, and it helps so much with not spinning. I don't know,
But that's not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. I don't know. Me personally,
You gotta hear the tires.
yeah, dude. Me personally, I like driving like rear-wheel drive cars, right? Because it's so fun. Because especially like in my experience with turning, because my cars are front-wheel drive, so it's the same concept as driving a rear-wheel drive car, but you can't swing it as well. And also like you can go faster reverse like a four-wheel drive, but. Whenever, like the first time, I remember I fishtailed out, or no, it was on purpose, low-key. I can't even say a fishtail. I did it on purpose, so basically drifted, guys. But no, I was going off of this, like Leslie and Brown, that little intersection. Yeah. Well, at that light that I'm turning on to Brown, I take a left, right, to go down to that little gas station right there to go fill up on some gas. And I accelerate from the dead stop, like red light. I accelerate and I take the turn at 45. And I remember hitting, because normally that would be like an okay turn, like I'll be fine. I'm going at like 4,000 RPM, rocking at like 35 miles per hour between like 40, and that's a smooth turn for me, right? But with that, it's like that little up, like incline, and then it flattens onto a Braun. I hit that bump, and my car went doop, like that, and I just remember and like I'm sliding because it's like rush hour traffic. I'm like, this is how I hit a car, right? So I turn, and thank the Lord there's like no cars ahead of me, because when I turn, I overcorrected perfectly into my lane, but I'm still going 45. So I had time to brake before I hit the car in front of me. But yeah, that was fun. And then the other time when I was first learning how to drive, you can ask Mike about this story. Mike was in the car teaching me how to drive. Like I've driven before, but on like backcountry roads at this time, so speed limits didn't really matter. Like turning didn't really matter. It was all like no stoplights, just kind of driving, right? But I was at a stoplight. It was actually on Brown Road too. Can you guys believe this? So I'm going through a stoplight. Keep in mind, you're supposed to take turns in SUVs at like 25, 20 miles per hour, correct? I took this turn at like 45, 30, 40, like between there, right? I didn't slow down enough, and all I remember is, okay, Mike, I'll take this turn. And I slide, but it's such a perfect slide. Mike's like, okay, don't do that in the car, but that was good. And I was like, okay, thank you.
That's such a Mike thing to say, dude. I'm telling you,
like,
one of these days we need to get Mike on the podcast.
I'm like, don't do that when your mother's in the car. But besides that, you handled it well. And I'm like, yeah. I was always taught, if you're sliding, don't press on the brake. That's how you die. If you're sliding, don't press on the brake. Listen, kids, if the back end of your car slides out from under you, like it has to us all, don't press your brake. Just correct your steering like a gentleman and drive straight. It's not that hard, guys.
That's probably the best thing you could do, honestly.
No, if you hit your brake, your tires are gonna lock up and you're just gonna slide even more. You're not gonna have enough power to to correct it. So if you're really sliding, if you're in a rear-wheel drive car, just shoop, apply the gas, it'll straighten itself out.
All right, thank you. That's car advice from Henry.
Car advice from yours truly.
Another
car advice, guys. If you're going 45 in a 50, move over to the right lane.
Please.
Yes.
This one time, so I was talking to my current girlfriend, future wife. You know what I'm saying? We locked in. But I was talking to her, right? And one of the pickup lines that she that was really funny, like probably one of my favorites, is I told her something like, I think my name is Curry. And she's like, why? And I was like, because without you, I'd cry. And she just put like 3 laughing faces, and I was like, what are you talking about? What the heck?
That went that.
I don't know.
What happened?
The light went out.
Flickering.
Hold up.
Well, guys, we have a short intermission. What do you want to talk about now, Devon? Still cars still?
Yeah, we can still talk about it.
What is your favorite car?
My favorite car right now is probably got to be a Corvette 2006 C8.
C8?
C8. The back of those cars, man, I just... I just love.
One thing I love about the C8 is how driver focused it is. Have you seen the inside of it? How like everything's pointed towards the driver.
Yeah.
I love that about it.
That's because I went to this car show. It was in Taft, and they had one. But it was, when I looked inside, yeah, like you said, everything was on the driver's side. Yeah. But he switched it.
Ooh.
So he switched the steering wheel on like how Japanese cars are. Yeah, he switched it on the left side. But it was all chrome, and it was nice. And he was giving cars, like, you could drive it, and he was asking for 120 just to drive his car.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm like, oh, should I? I'm like, nah, I need to save money, man.
Yeah, I know personally, I like American muscle cars a lot. I love my little like Japanese car, but I've got an itch that only a Corvette and a Camaro could scratch. Yeah. And dude, Camaros, ones are so cool. Have you seen the Camaro in the Le Mans race, like with all the German cars and all that, European cars, and you're just like a big old American muscle car coming down the track? That is me. That I want that to be me, but in like regular everyday traffic, dude. I also like trucks. I love big trucks.
I like the trucks that has like the flat nose.
Flat nose?
Yeah, not like have you seen trucks that are all like this and kind of like a point at the end? Yeah. And it goes down? Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't like trucks like that. I like trucks that's just nothing but flat. Yeah, like a flat grill, a flat everything. I like everything flat.
I know personally I like Ranchans on the front of my trucks, but I want my dream truck is like, it's a complete spaceship. I want a midnight purple GMC Denali dually. And I want it to be a diesel, man. The Duramax. Lifted, yeah, obviously. But like a midnight purple color to where it's like an absolute spaceship. And I want it to be a dually because I want it to be so stable like a spaceship. Yeah.
Nah,
it's
for real,
cool.
bro.
But they're so expensive.
Where were you?
I got the sign fixed. You got the sign fixed. Yeah.
So we keep that all in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep that all in. Okay.
We're keeping that all in.
See, I'm pretty good at improvising, guys. Just talk about cars.
Okay. I feel like that's Henry's life advice. Hey Henry, the maestro's talking to a girl. What did he tell him? Talk about cars.
You guys want some life advice from yours truly right here? Don't be greedy, y'all. That was real, right?
What the?
No, don't be greedy, y'all. Greed is evil. If you have something, appreciate it, cherish it, and treat it right. Because if you don't, if you keep asking for more, eventually you're gonna lose it all.
I remember this one time. Our good friend. I should have him on the podcast. Cholo, good friend Cholo.
You know Cholo.
Yeah. He was talking to a girl one time. He's like, "Hey bro," you know how you really get a girl to like you? Of like how he's like, "You just told him about your dog." I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, bro. He's like, yeah, dude. Girls love dogs. And so we're laughing. I'm like making fun of him, and I'm just like, yo, dude, is that how you start off your conversations? Like you snap a girl and you say, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, hey, dude, you want to see my dogs? And he's like,
quick question. You and Cholo have a little bit of friendship between y'all, correct? Yeah. What's the funniest story you have about Cholo?
About Cholo?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Probably when we were so it was me and Cholo, but we were hanging out with my family, and we were all hanging out and eating pizza and whatever. So Cholo was dating my sister. I'm not gonna say her name.
Wait. That's why I was laughing. I didn't know if you did.
Yeah, see, that's why
I looked at him, and that's why when you started talking about Cholo and his girlfriend, I was like, dude, does he know? Wait. Explain to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna say her name. My sister is. Okay, but so they were dating about almost.
Are they currently dating?
Nah.
Oh, I thought it was his current girlfriend right now. I was like, that's your sister?
No, but currently it was my sister for quite some time.
Okay.
But so it was a while ago. It was when I was dating Nev as well, and when I was dating her, she like how Snapchat, we send Snapchats and everything, but my sister was being like that type, like, oh my god, like here I got your girl and everything, but she didn't know that Cholo came. So I put my hands around him, and I was taking a picture, but kind of like fake kissing him a little bit. And he was like, and I'm like, beat this. and she got so mad. When I say she got mad, she called me and she was like, why the hell is he here? And I'm like, you have someone, you have someone, go talk to her. And I got your mans. I got your mans. Yeah, I got your mans. Then after that, they were eating. They sent me a picture of them eating, and me and Matthew did like that thing, like we put our arms around each other, but we start eating like the pizza. We did that, and I got it on album. I got it printed out. I should bring it next time.
He has printed, and not only does he have stories, he has printed evidence. Printed evidence.
But I printed out, and I wanted to show him that, like, hey, like, do you remember this day?
It's like a Polaroid, like you just in the back of his phone.
But that day,
in a heart-shaped frame.
Yeah. But that day, that was like the funniest thing ever.
Has a girl ever given y'all a Polaroid? Just like I feel like that's like a special kind of picture, because I feel like
my girl has given me, like, on my keychain. Yeah. On my keychain, she has like this Polaroid. It's not a Polaroid, but it's like the film tape photo album of us, and then we also have our homecoming pictures right there. So that's cool. We have like Polaroid style photos.
Don't we have a school dance coming up?
Yeah.
I think we do.
What?
I believe we do. No, but I think there's like a spring dance, right?
Oh, the Sadie Hawkins
dance.
I'm not going.
You're not going?
No, I'm not spending $15.
Y'all should go.
But I don't know if the tickets are still up.
Oh, they're still out. I believe they are.
I just don't want to go because I'm not a country kind of guy, and I can't dance to that music. I can't like.
Listen, buddy. You can dance to anything if you put your mind to it.
I can't boot, scoot, and boogie, bro.
Okay. Listen, dancing isn't that hard. It's the fear of embarrassing yourself.
Well,
that's
my body told me, hey, don't go out on that dance floor. You're embarrassing the both of us.
And listen, my body told me not to eat so much fried chicken sometimes. Do I listen? No.
That's lucky. Fair point.
Fair point, right?
This one. So Cholo went to my birthday, my 15th birthday.
Happy 15th birthday! Wow, you're 15.
This was 2 years ago.
I know, that was a joke.
He and my cousin and my cousin's friend were invited, and they were just kind of hanging out by themselves. And Cholo looks at me. He goes, "You think I could get her number by the time she leaves?" I'm like, "Bro, she has a boyfriend." He goes, "And?" I'm like, "What the heck, Cholo? What the heck, you little bald-headed boy?" Yeah, dude. But when Cholo was talking to me about the dogs, I was like, "Bro, you're gonna be like." Hey, she's gonna be like, "Hey, how's it going?" I go, "You want to see my dogs?" Yeah, I'm gonna be like, he's like, "They're in my garage." Well, I don't know if I'm comfortable. They're pregnant. He's like, "Do you know what that means?"
Cholo's a definition of risen with the tism, man.
he's like, "Do you know how it got that way?"
Do you know how babies are made? Listen, storks, guys, little storks coming through your window with little babies in little blankets, guys.
No, it'd be kind of funny.
Can I say something? You watched The Grinch?
Yeah.
Remember in like the first scene of The Grinch, like the Grinch is flying down in the little like umbrella carriages?
Yeah.
I used to think that's how babies were made.
Really?
Yeah, I used to think like right before Christmas, during the Christmas parties, everyone flew down and just kind of like glided into the trees.
This one time, one of my cousins was like, "You know how babies are? You know how babies come into the world?" I'm like, "Why? How?" He's like, "Well, for every race is different. For Mexicans especially, the baby comes in a care package and it has Corona and Cerveza all over it. So that way, it's like a starter kit for the dad. It's like you have the baby and then you have everything else. Mm-hmm. And it has a note where it's like the note comes with the beer and it says, "Good luck. Hope I help."
Hope I help. You know what's crazy? Within the next 10 years, most of us most likely will be fathers. We'll be like 27, 26, around that. That's a crazy thing to think about, isn't it? Because like even now, we are literally children. The way we are talking to each other is how children talk to each other, guys.
That's okay.
How is a kid supposed to look up to me when when they could be like, hey, you want to go out at midnight and go get some street tacos? And I'm supposed to act like that's not a great idea. Like, it's a Wednesday night, you have school the next morning, but it's 1 a.m. and you want to go get street tacos. Is that not a good idea? That's a great idea.
I feel like as a dad, my son would be like my best friend.
Yeah.
And I feel like my wife I would put all the hard conversations on her. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But maybe, I don't know.
I was about to say no way.
She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to smack you for not doing your chores. Tell him something. Ice cream for dinner." How do you think you'd be as a dad?
Man, I'll probably be a cool dad.
I feel like you would.
I'll probably be a cool, fun dad. I'll probably let my kid do literally anything that they want if you bring up your grades. That's all I'm asking. If you bring up your grades, you could do whatever you want. I won't say no. But my wife probably, she's probably gonna be that type like, what do you mean? No, he's not doing this because he didn't do his chores. I'm like,
What do you mean you gave him 12 beers last night?
we were hanging out, man. We were hanging. Yeah.
Tommaso, he's passed out in the living room.
He could wake up tomorrow.
We're going to school on Tuesday.
He's literally. My wife's fucking say he's sleeping on literally glass table right now. He will be fine. He will be fine.
Our dads. We need to have our dads on the podcast with us and find out all the dad lore.
Guys, I have a stepdad and a dad. You want both?
Yes. Dude, the lore would be because like this one time my dad was like, I was like, Dad, I kind of did something bad. He's like, what'd you do? I remember I broke something with my friends, and he's like, oh, that's not that bad. He was like, when I was with my friends in the military, we found out that you could, like, with MREs or something like that, you could like shake it into a water bottle, throw it in somewhere, and it would blow up like a grenade. He's like, so we do that to each other, and we'd aim for the eyes. So
well, my stepdad used to say that he would take Starburst, like still in the packets, and he would flick them at people because they would cut their skin. Give him little paper cuts. You know how the ends of the Starburst are like sharp corners. Yeah. He said he would flick them at each other, and they would like give him like little paper cuts.
Dude, Mike is insane.
I know. It's all the dude. Yeah, it's all the dads that were in the military. They all just have the craziest lore. That's why you should enlist it at your local Army recruiter today, y'all. That was a joke. Enlist in the Navy.
What the heck? Oh, okay. All right.
We're cutting that out, guys.
No, we're not. So, anyways,
Sam wants you to join the military, guys.
Uncle, y'all ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
I have.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that movie so much.
7.762
millimeter. Fool.
Private Pie, what are you doing? Is that a loaded weapon?
He's like, what is this Mickey Mouse BS? Why is Private Pie holding that weapon? Why are you not stopping his guts out, sir? It's the recruit's duty to inform the drill instructor that he has just locked and loaded Full Metal Jacket, sir. You're gonna give me, and he has a gun pointed at him, and Private Pile's looking at him like. He's just like, you're gonna give me that weapon, Pile.
Holy Jesus! What is that? Private Pile?
What
is that
the
a jelly
frick
donut?
is that? Is that a jelly donut? Sir, yes, sir. You know they're paying for it. You eat
I
it.
just learned. Apparently, the guy who played the drill instructor in Full Metal Jacket was a legitimate drill instructor.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Major Pain?
Major Pain? Oh, Major Pain is cool. Yeah, I love Major Pain.
With the cupcake and stuff. He's like,
what are you, deaf? Sir, he is deaf.
Oh, well, thank you for telling me.
Thank you for telling me. And give me 20 for talking.
He's like, I'm sorry, Mr. Handicap Man. I didn't mean to offend you. Can you read lips? Do you speak sign language? All right. If you don't do what I say, I'm gonna put my foot up your butt. Is that clear, dummy? 3-3.
You guys ever watched Jarhead, like the first one, like the main one that people talk about, Jarhead?
I've seen clips of it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in the part of the movie, the drill instructor's yelling at the Jarhead guy, right? I forgot his name, but he's like
Mysterio and like,
yeah.
he was.
Well, it's Jake Gyllenhaal, I believe. Yeah. But he was like, "What are you doing in my Marine Corps?" And he just starts yelling, "Sir, I got lost on my way to college, sir!" And the drill instructor grabs the back of his head and slams his head into the footlock, like into the locker. And I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy." And then in another part, he was on deployment in his little camp, and he almost burned his camp down. So they ordered him to clean out the porta potties with gasoline, like diesel gasoline, and like a stick to mix it and burn it. and while he's burning it, he has the canister like full of the human fecal matter. He has it full of diesel fluid, and the main guy comes up. He's like, "Hey, put that back in there. I gotta take my morning glory." And he's like, "Sir, it's already full of diesel fuel." I was like, "I don't care if it's full with like holy water, or something along, or like I don't care if it's filled with gold or something along the lines of that." And he's like, "I need to take my morning glory." And he goes in there. He's like, I left a gift for you. Just not too hard, not too soft. And he says the perfect consistency. And he's like, "Thank you, sir."
Bro, and that I've seen that thing Jarhead where he goes, "Are you eyeballing me with those baby blues, huh?" He's like, oh, so you think I'm ugly then, sir? The drill instructor looks fabulous in his uniform, sir. Oh, so you're gay and you're in love with me?
Oh, so you're in love with me?
Yeah, bro, you can't.
Full Metal Jacket.
No, that was Jarhead Trust,
Okay.
bro. But dude, Full Metal Jacket, he's like, "What's your excuse?" He's like, gets mad at one recruit, goes to another. "What's your excuse, sir? Excuse for what, sir? I'm asking the questions around here, sir, yes, sir." He's like, "Sir, yes, sir. Well, can I be in charge every once in a while, sir? Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much."
Thank you very much.
And he goes, I have to bleep this out, but he goes, "Sir," he goes, "Oh, where are you from anyway, Private?" "Sir, Texas, sir." "Oh my goodness, Texas only steers and from Texas, and you don't look much like a steer to me, so I guess that kind of narrows it down." Nah, dude. Would you ever join the military?
Actually had I wanted to join the military since I was in elementary school, all the way through freshman year.
Damn.
I wanted to join the military so bad.
What happened freshman?
I think just because more good paying jobs that I find out that was more than the military.
Yeah.
Because you're serving for your country and everything, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to serve my country, and I want to give people freedom and peace. That's what I wanted to do. But I found a job that stuck with me for years, and it still stuck with me now.
What is it?
It's called exotic mechanic.
Oh,
so it's
I
pretty.
thought you were gonna say hitman for a second.
No.
I was like, wait, what?
But there's another thing about that too. I'll get back to the job later.
Did you ever join the military, JC?
If my mom didn't kill me first, then yes.
Your mom doesn't want you to join?
Dude, my mom, I'm her only son, so she's like, if you join, she's like, she told me one time, she's like, if you join the military, you're not. She said something like, if you join the military, you're not making it past boot camp because I'll find you before then.
Yeah. Well, your dad was in the Marines, correct? Marines? Yeah.
He's in the Marines, and I was like, I want to be a Marine, and my mom's like, you better not have it.
Dude, like, I know personally, I'm joining, which is like the main thing that I'm going for right now. But I'm joining the Navy, and I'm doing the same job my uncle did. The Navy, yeah. Be surrounded by seamen all day, dude.
Shut up.
That's not a bad word. That is what they are called. They are called seamen. They're called sailors and seamen. Yeah, that's what they're called. So I'll have my little white cap on. It should be fun. But for me, it's not even about the pay. It's about like it's about the accomplishment, like becoming a better person in general. Because if it's like there's so many opportunities that open up just by enlisting.
Yeah.
And it's great. I mean, the job I hopefully can get is like one of my dream jobs too, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's amazing.
You could be David Goggins.
Dude, I'll be a Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL, be David Goggins.
There's this one job that about the ADVAB, like when you get a higher score, you get all the stuff. They don't have it. You got to ask for it. So it's literally, it doesn't even have a name.
Yeah, I'll tell you the job that I want. So I go to the Navy recruiter's office, and they have this big old binder about an inch and a half thick of just all the jobs there. And I found the job I want, but the job that I'm going for isn't in that binder.
Yeah.
But I haven't had enough score for it, because I want to go HMATF, which is a SARC, Special Amphibious Reconnaissance Corpsman, which is basically a special operations medic for anything with the Marine Corps Special Operations or Navy Special Operations, which is like Navy SEALs, Marine Raiders, MARSOC, all that. That's what I want to do. And I didn't even know about it, so my friend told me about it, and I was like, oh, dude, that sounds like exactly what I want. Because my dream job was an 18 Delta in the Army, which is the medical sergeant, which is like Army Rangers, Delta Force, that's their medic, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I could do it on the Navy side, and I'll get to go with Marines.
Yeah. But like the job that like you had to ask for, it didn't have a name. It was clearly called unknown. So pretty much when you ask for it, you pretty much start like you're pretty much a new man. Yeah. When you sign up for it, you can't talk to your family members. You can't talk to your mom or dad. You can't talk to your friends. You can't literally talk to no one. They'll literally rip your social security card right in front of you, your birth certificate, everything right in front of you, and you got to start living a new job, a new life. you gotta move somewhere and you gotta find new life. So that's why they said that if you're don't do it when you have a wife, because if you have a wife, you're pretty much ditching her for the military. And that's the crazy part, and that's the job I wanted to do for the longest. But when I saw more jobs opened up for better jobs and a good payer, money, that's what I'm gonna take instead of being away from my family for the rest of my life.
Listen, personally, it's not about the money for me. It is about the immaculate amount of dad lore that I will have. Because you see all the military
and you're just a retard. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
I'm decently
smart. We're all retards.
And in a way, I'm decently smart. I have good auto mechanic, information, logistical, general, motor skills I can do, guys. I can run. I can lift weights. No, but I'm not the smartest guy in the book, but I'm not the dumbest guy either. I'm smarter than most. But I need to want to do something. I'm real lazy. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it, you know?
That's so real, bro, because, I could put so much time and effort into something I want to do, but the second it comes to school, I'm like, bro, I really hate doing this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, bro, I don't know if y'all have y'all been paintballing before?
Yes. You were at my birthday.
Yes.
Oh,
so, what's it called? I was at Henry's birthday, and then I was at Lara's birthday. Okay. Lara is the worst person to play paintball with, dude.
He's so overly competitive.
I hate how competitive.
At paintball.
Nothing else. Just paintball.
He is rolling and dolphin diving over objects most of the time. I'm like, how are you this athletic? But what? I'm so confused.
And keep in mind, Lara is 6 foot. 250 pounds of chewed up bubble gum. He is I don't understand how he can
Peter Griffin.
He is like Peter Griffin.
Mexican Peter Griffin.
He has the freaking glasses, the body type, everything, dude. Oh my gosh! But playing with Lara sucks, bro, because he's so overly competitive for no reason. He acts like everything is if I don't win, I'm gonna die today. And it's just bro, chill out. It's a paintball game. And he's like, never. I'll never surrender. And I'm just like, gosh dang, dude. But this one time I was playing paintball with him, right? I look up and he shoots me directly in the mask. I'm like, frick, dude. He got me. So I'm like, okay, I'm out. And I'm like, I don't know if you ever seen Deadpool, but he's like, wait. He puts his hands up over the car. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I do. I'm like, wait. And then instead of, and you know what this guy does? He's like, oh. He's popping back up. His hands are popping back up. That's weird. Anyways, and he shoots me in the finger. Oh. I'm like, you mother. I didn't say the word, but I'm like, you mother. And then I just cut myself off. I'm like, Laura, I hate you. And he just keeps laughing, bro. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, you're so fat.
I remember when I first went, I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. But there was different maps. Yeah. And my favorite one that I liked doing was with tires. So it was nothing but tires. But when I was running, I got so scared because it's a long shot for it to go to the next tire, to the next cover. Give me this. You know how people, when they say above belt level? No, the kid was shooting below belt level. And because when I saw, you could see the paintballs coming at you, but they were going down. And I'm like, when I was turning while I was with the gun up, I'm like, and I'm like, no. And it got me right here. I just fell to the ground and I started bawling my eyes out because that hurt, and he got so lucky.
Dude, I got shot in the neck, bro. And I have a video of it. All you hear is me say, "Ah!" and just curse out, dude.
Bro. So I was wearing a do-rag when I was playing. My girlfriend got me a do-rag and a bonnet, and
dude, okay, I would love to go paintballing with a girlfriend, man, 'cause it'd be so funny, low key.
Bro, I'm too competitive. Me and my girlfriend are too competitive for that stuff.
Competitive, but we'd be on the same team. That's the difference.
No, she'd be like, let's be on different
teams. No, I don't want to do with you. No. Go-karting is very fun.
Dude, go-karting, I suck, but I love it.
You know, I was gonna say something about paintballing. But yeah, airsoft thing is really fun.
Airsoft is cool.
Airsoft is really fun. Have you ever been shot with a paintball that hasn't been chronoed though?
Hasn't been what?
Chronographed. Oh. Basically measures how fast the paintball goes in feet per second. And if it's over a certain chronograph, you can't shoot at people because it's not safe. Well, we didn't know that. We were stupid kids.
We still are.
Well, it wasn't a pump up. It was the air compressor tank.
Oh, okay.
But it was like you opened the valve so much that it was like, oh, that's no fun. And there was so much pressure behind the paintball. It left a bruise right here for months. It was bad.
Bro, that happened to me one time. They didn't check it, and I was in 6th grade, and I'm diving for cover, and someo's like, wonder what, and I hear behind me, wonder what this does. Pop! And he shoots me in the calf right here. I'm like, and I like can't walk, so I'm like,
Dude, like getting hits to the calf sucks because there's nowhere for the swelling to go.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for it to swell, so it's just knots up there. That's why whenever you get kicked in the calf when you're fighting, it's so much damaging, even though it's like a little kick because there's nowhere for the swelling to go.
Especially for the shin.
Yeah. Dude,
I
I remember one time I was paintballing and I slid behind like a little, what do you call, not an object, like a little
Wall?
Oh yeah, like a little wall. It was like some tires, like some couple barrels. I slid under that, and then as I'm getting back up, dude, like the seam right here where my pants are, it rips open, and I'm like, no, I am not exposed in the middle of warfare. I was like, I can't, no.
bro, let me.
Oh, you want to tell the story about the Walmart pants?
I don't. Oh, dude, the Walmart.
The Walmart pants.
Okay, let me preface this by saying, this was the first time I ever went thrifting.
And the last time.
Not the last time. I'm gonna go thrifting again.
We gotta go thrifting.
For sure. They just opened up a Goodwill over here, so we definitely gotta go. But let me tell y'all, don't buy jeans from the thrift store, cause I was, and I felt these jeans were pretty loose. You know, they were nice fitting. These are like my favorite pair, like light colored jeans. Yeah, like those, dude. My favorite pair. Are you good?
You guys know whenever you cross your legs, you actually squeeze them?
Yeah, I did that after school. I was.
No, because my keys was like right there too.
Oh.
Yes, I'm good. Okay, continue
good?
your story. Yes, continue your story.
So Talon and I are You know Talon?
No, I do not.
Okay, well, Talon's like my brother, so we were in Walmart, right, just messing around, and we go to the You're not sneaky. We go to the weightlifting section. I'm like, hey, let's get a good pump in. I start doing curls, right? I'm feeling good. All right, squats now. Ready? 1.
Oh, no.
Just rips right then and there, bro. And it's like, let me tell you, it's like a gash that's like from here to like all right here.
Okay, I tell my side of the story. No, and the funniest part is he comes back with like an extra long white t-shirt. I'm like, hey, why's your shirt so long, JC? And he's like, oh, this happened. I was like, no.
No, because like change your pants or anything.
Because I couldn't change my pants. Also, I didn't feel like buying any Walmart pants.
Yeah.
So I had a white t-shirt on, and I wanted to make it seem like as natural as possible. So
he's walking down the aisle, and his pants are just ripped open, and he just has a long white t-shirt on.
Shut up.
As natural as possible, right?
No, because I ended up like tying it together somehow.
Okay.
I stuck it together, right? And they stayed, and I was like, okay. And though I got an extra large t-shirt, so it's all the way down to like my thighs.
Yeah.
And I'm just like walking with like my cheeks clenched, dude. Like I'm walking like a penguin. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Like this is so messed up, and bro. Like I'm just like telling him I good. He's like, bro, you're fine.
I just imagine this poor little JC walking around in an extra large t-shirt, waddling everywhere he goes, and looking behind him to make sure nobody's staring at him, man.
Have y'all seen that TikTok where the dude, he's like, dude, I gotta fart so bad.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll just cover it up with a cough. He runs out the country. He's like, I think I just pooped my pants.
Like it wasn't like a joke or anything, but he had it to go. But he was like his butt was showing to the camera. then you just see like the turd just came out because they showed the pants.
I have a video to show you guys,
Bro. No, but let me tell y'all the other time where we have this joke that Henry likes fat girls.
I don't.
He does.
No, I don't.
But here the only thing about this is there has to be a minimum like weight of have to be minimum 300 pounds.
300 pounds, yeah.
And they have to be 5'3", and minimum 300 pounds.
We're talking cankles, man. Cankles.
Speaking of cankles, actually, this story.
The Walmart cankles, yeah.
So, the Walmart cankles story. So, pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my side first, okay?
Okay.
So, we're sitting there. What was it, like half day, right? Or
Yeah,
it was a half day. And we went to Walmart to go get some food, as we do. I invited JC, because JC was the one with the license at the time. So, we were in his truck, and we were driving to Walmart, and I'm going. I get my food.
That makes sense.
I get my food, right? I'm sitting in a little Subway, and all I see is just these girls that we were seeing around the store a lot at the checkout. And I don't know what happened, but you and Talon came up to me and said, hey, you see that girl right there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, we gave her your number. And my heart just sinks. And I'm like, you did not just give my number to a girl whose, like, entire leg is overlapping her Jordans, bro.
So this is what her Jordan. So her foot's like half the size of my foot.
Okay.
It was like this, like bulging out of her like high top Jordan.
And I look over, I'm like, you did not.
And
like, please tell me you're lying. And I start freaking out. I'm like, you're lying. No, you did not. Please tell me you're lying.
And from my point of view, I'm like, yo, you know how we have that joke that Henry likes fat girls? Talon's like, yeah. Wouldn't it be hilarious if we gave that girl Henry's number, like for real? Talon's like, that'd be hilarious. I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to do that to Henry. I was like, let's just tell him we did, give him a heart attack. Henry's face goes, you did not. I'm like, yeah, bro, we did. She said you were cute, and we decided to give her your number. He's like, bro, no, you didn't, bro.
Remember Talon's old thing where he was always like, go like, she's bad, like that. Remember that one time we were at Walmart when we spent the night at your house, and there was two girls in Walmart, and Talon kept on looking down the aisle to find them.
Bro, oh my god,
that was crazy.
Talon,
well, the other time when those other girls were at Walmart, this is all at Walmart, and we were like, oh, JC, look at your type, and it was exactly JC's type, and JC just looks at her, and he's like, yeah. And we're like, oh, I was about to walk up to her, like, hey, my friend wants your number, man.
No, dude, but
my friend thinks you're cute.
This one time, so I was with my girlfriend at a quince, right? And she kept poking at me. She kept poking my stomach and like trying to tickle me. Yeah. I'm like, bro, stop. I'm like, stop, bro. I swear I'm gonna yell. And it's in a room that's about the size of the house, if not bigger. Damn. It's a big like ballroom type of setting. Yeah. It's echoey. At least 150 people in there. Okay. She starts poking me. I'm like, Essence, I swear I'll yell. She goes, whatever. Pokes me again, and I'm like, stop. And she just goes. And covers her eyes, like turns away.
Stop touching me!
No, that's exactly. I would stop. And she's in the middle of the room, and every. This is when everything went quiet.
Oh, everybody just looking at you.
No, the music wasn't even playing yet. Oh. Everybody was talking. It went quiet. Stop. And everyone just looks at.
My go-to joke when the girl I'm talking to is usually mean to me. It's low-key funny. And I was talking to this one girl, and she was being like a little mean to me, just like playful fun though, right? We were always messing around. It was good fun. But she's playful fun. But she said something, and I was like, "Stop that! I'll cry." And I was like, "I'll break down right here, and I'll throw a tantrum right here. I swear, I'll throw a tantrum if you keep talking like that." So she's like, "Oh really?" I'm like, "Keep saying that, I'll throw a tantrum." I'm like, I'll scream and I'll cry on this floor, and I'll fall down. I'll throw a tantrum in front of everybody right here. That's my go-to throw. It's like that or like, "Stop! I'm gonna cry."
I usually this one time Essence was like, I was like, "Can I get this?" Like in a retarded, in a little kid voice. Yes. And she's like, "No, come on, let's go." I'm like, and I just start yelling. I'm like, "Let me get the toy!" And she's just like, "JC, stop, get over here."
Dude, you ain't never lived so you've had your girl like physically grab you to move you from somewhere. Yeah. Dude, I was in Lego section with my girl one time. My ex girl. I was in Lego section over time. And we were just chilling. I was like, "Oh, look, there's a Lego set, right?" There's a very cool Lego set still. I wanted it. Like those ones that are like $500? Yeah. I was like, "Hey, I bought you enough stuff. That one, I need it. Get it, please." I'm like, "Please, get it for me." Like, making a fool of myself, right? Because it's good fun, right? Yeah. And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Listen, I'll stay here. Like, I will make a stand. I'm going to sit here until I die if you don't give me this." And she's like, "No, what? No." So she grabs me by this little part of my hair right here and pulls me away from the Lego the Lego section. And I'm like, "No, stop it! No, I'll scream, I'll cry, stop!"
Have you ever been physically abused by your girlfriend, Damasio?
Kind of like no. Well, actually, one. I'm not gonna say his name, but her name. But no, but
she touched my butt and I
like
didn't
because
touch
so we were at Six Flags.
Okay.
So we were having fun and everything, but she didn't like Scream, the roller coaster that just shoots up and shoots back down. She didn't like it, but she hates it. So we were like, come on, like please, like for me. And she was like, okay, fine. So when we went on, she was like this, but like quiet as like she was like a stick. And when we were going up, she grabbed my shirt like tight, and she like you know how like people when they get mad they grab it and they like twist it. She did that to me.
It just rips.
And she and I heard her rip. I'm like, dang, chill. Chill. That's that we were going down and she was squeezing harder. Then after we got off, I was like, and I told her like to be funny. I'm like, hey, round 2, keep it going. And she got out the thing so quick. She went like this and she booked it. And I'm like, where are you going? She was like, I'm not riding it again. And after I'm like, okay. So I got out. And I went to her. She literally went, boosh, right here, right on front of my chest. Oh, that hurt. When I say that hurt, I literally had like a little bruise on my chest right here because how hard she punched me because she didn't want to get on.
That's now.
Have you ever jumped on one of your fat homies while he's just minding his own business?
Yes.
You never done that?
Yes.
Dude, I remember just sitting there with my tall homie. He's like 6'8" about, right? Big old dude. And I'm like, okay, man, I'm the little guy here, I guess. So naturally I have to act like the child. So I'm running. We're having a good time, just in the middle, in public. Mind you, this right? We're in public, and I just go la di da, like skipping, like Little Red Riding Hood, like acting like a fool just to embarrass this guy, right? And I'm like, you know what? And I jump up, hiya, and I say hiya, right? And I jump up like a flying squirrel, go like this, and I just land on him. But I jumped up so high that like my waist was like almost to his shoulders, like about. So I just like all like top heavy on him. He just falls over. We both fall over in public. But then this other time I did it, he was expecting this time because I started doing it more often. I did that, boom, and I just bounced right off of him.
Bro, let me tell y'all something. This one time, why do all these things happen in Walmart? I dropped my phone and my friend's with me. He's like, oh, that sucks. I'm like, no, my battle pass. I got so many weird looks, bro. My battle pass. Nah, bro, but dude, let me tell y'all.
I'm just saying, listen, guys, you ain't never gonna hear these stories coming out of a Target. It's always Walmart.
It's always gonna be a Walmart.
Listen,
because Gail Lewis isn't there anymore.
Listen,
we need Gail back.
If you go to Target, you're looking for some shorties, guys. If you go into Walmart,
for Kinkles.
I was gonna say you're looking for some hot Cheetos and some Gatorade, but okay.
My bad.
What was that?
So I do have a question for y'all.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's a story that like it's just an embarrassing story, you don't even want to look back on it, but it's really funny?
Ooh.
Alright, Bill, what's up?
Okay, so you know like you're doing something but you have to take a massive poop.
Yeah.
And you couldn't make it to the restroom.
Bro. Oh, you God.
So I was at Best Buy. Yeah, I was at Best Buy, and you know like it's so clear in there, like so clean, but like if something stinks, you can smell it bad. Yeah. So I had it to go really bad, but I was all the way in the front checking out, and I'm like, I told my dad, Dad, like I gotta go. Like, can you help me? Please? I'm like, can you please pay for it for me, please? Because I was getting a big speaker for like $85.
Yeah. So
I bought the speaker, and I'm like, please, I gotta go. And I'm like, please. And he was like, no, here, like, hurry up, pay for it. Then after that, you could go to the restroom. And I'm like, okay, fine. Really, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm like, I was clenching my butt cheeks so hard, like it was hurting. And when I was walking, I was like, like you know, like when you have to go, you can't run because it feels like you're gonna open it. Then you gotta like just let it all out. Like halfway.
Like in the SpongeBob movie where like Patrick has his pants around his ankles and he's like walking.
Oh yeah. Halfway to the restroom, I just let a big fart, And you know like when you fart, it's like got like that wet bubble sound. That's what I farted. I farted so bad. Everyone around me were like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I had to go really bad," and I had to stay there about almost an hour in the restroom because I had no clean underwear. So I'm like, I texted my dad like 5 times, like, "Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?" And he was like when I say it was bad, it was bad. Like I did not like since that day. I did not want to go back to that Best Buy.
They have like his picture up on the wall. This man, think about
this man disgraced our sacred floors of Best Buy. Do not let him in. Detain him.
Okay. I have an embarrassing story, guys.
I got one next, but it's not about me.
Okay, it's not about me. Okay, so just call someone out. Okay, I see what this is now. Now,
it's about you. No, I'm just playing.
I was running. I was in a hurry one time to get to a certain important place, right? And I forgot where it was, but there was a lot of cute girls there, and I'm talking a lot, right? So I'm doing my thing. I'm speed walking.
Henry's speed walking. It's Henry and there are girls.
There's girls around. This is a bad combination, guys. So as we know, I'm not very good at pulling, right?
Yeah.
It's no secret, correct? Now, as your boy's looking around, the social anxiety starts to kick in. I'm like, oh, they're looking at me, right? But you know what? We keep strutting, and we keep strutting. And I'm getting in my head so much, I'm thinking like, oh, they're looking at me, right? Because I look weird. I'm dressed in boots, because they're all like dressed nice. I'm in like my boots and jeans. I'm in boots and jeans, and I'm in a cut-off t-shirt. Okay. So I'm like, okay. I opened a thing of mints, like the Altoids.
Oh, no.
I opened a thing of Altoids, right? And then trip over my own feet. So one hand has my phone, the other hand has Altoids. What am I supposed to do to catch myself? Keep in mind I'm speed walking in front of the girls, so I just first thought is okay. This is how I die. Like no one's gonna save me, so I just take it like a man. You know,
mints go everywhere. The phone,
dude, the phone drops and it slides because there wasn't a case on it.
No,
there wasn't a case on it. It wasn't broken, but it slides across the floor, right? And
tell me a girl picked it up. Bro.
The mints go everywhere. There's a brand new one too. They go and they scatter across this entire floor, and I'm like, oh Jesus, like please, no, I don't want to look up. So I get up. So I get up, right? And I'm like struggling to get up a little bit because it hurts, right? I just ate, like, you know, when you bounce so hard, you bounce back up and you bounce again. That's how bad it was. So I get up, right? And my shirt's tucked in. So I'm all like messy and all that. So I get up, I'm trying to like find my phone. Like, where's my phone at? Some girl comes up to me, gives me my phone, and I'm like, oh, thanks for the phone, right? I put it in my back pocket. Dude, remember I said I was wearing a cut-off t-shirt? You know how those things are really stitched together well?
Yeah.
Well, one side was just completely ripped open to where, like, my stomach was exposed, and I was like, aw, like,
I look gay.
in front of the girls, bro? In front of the girl? I'm like, first off, I'm opening a can of mints in front of girls. That speaks enough to itself. Then they go everywhere. I didn't even get to pop a mint. Brand new tin just wasted. My phone goes across the floor, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, dude,
I think you should have just stayed down. Is what I'm.
And then the worst part is, you know, whenever you hit your nose and like that sinus reaction comes in, you gotta sneeze.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this girl's like in front of me, hands me my phone, and I'm sneezing in front of her. But no, I don't just sneeze in front of her. I sneeze on her.
No, bro. Bro, you know that term, put down the shovel? You have a whole like escapade, bro. Just
digging myself into a deeper hole. So I'm like trying to run, like get out of there as fast as possible, right?
Scrambling,
right?
Scurrying away.
So I'm trying to get back into my car. And I step, because I'm wearing my boots, right? And my boots are leather soles, so they slip a little bit. And I step into my car, and this same girl, that she was like outside with her friends. I was stepping into my car, and my foot just slips from underneath me, and I kind of just like, doom, like on the roof of my car. I kind of just like doom on the roof of my car, and I'm like, okay, no, this is it. So I get in my car. Dude, slam my door, turn my car, and I'm like, no, I'm out of there.
Did you at least do a burnout to save face?
I can neither confirm or deny.
Bruh.
I didn't do a burnout, but I got to like 55, 60 within like I want to say like 120 meters about.
That's not bad, but bro, what's
I spent
bad is walking in with a cutoff while everyone's dressed nice, trying to pop a mint in front of these girls, dropping your mint, sliding your phone across the room. A girl picks it up.
Oh, did I forget to mention my belt got undone while I fell?
Oh, no. Bro.
So my belt buckle is just like flapping. My pants are falling. My belt buckle's like flapping, so you can hear it because it's a noise. You can hear it.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that while I'm walking away. And I'm like, I wonder what that sound is. Maybe it's my keys. My belt buckle.
How
Unbeknownst to
recent
me,
was this?
I plead the fifth.
He's like, I plead the fifth, but last week was crazy, bro. Alright, so let me tell y'all a story. So this guy, me and my pops were in Walmart, right? And it's always Walmart.
Yeah, his pops met T Grizzly. Well, not T Grizzly, Terry Crews.
Oh no, it's not that story. Trust. So,
Alright. So, what is... Let me ask you this. What kind of... Like you already said, like with your embarrassing moment, what is embarrassing moment that you happened in a car?
In the car?
Like did you did something like stupid that you shouldn't have doing?
I'm a very reckless driver, but I'm not a safe driver. I'm a smart driver, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'll speed up to overtake somebody, or if they're like really like riding like the back end of like the tail end of my car, I'll speed up to get away from them. But in general, I don't do like many stupid things. But there is this one time. I was in the car. It wasn't with no shorties. It was with my boy, right? Mm-hmm. And we're playing a song, and we're just chilling, right? And then we're cutting up in traffic. And you know when like you're having like a really good time, and something ruins it. So, like you guys stay silent in the car. Well, the thing that ruined it is me going to the grass, and I'll explain how this happened. So. You have your right-hand turns, you have your left-hand turns. This happened to be a right-hand turn. Left-hand turns are easier in my opinion because we're already on the left side of the car. Yeah. Right-hand turns are a little bit more difficult. So I'm taking a right-hand turn, and as I do, my back end slides out because I'm trying to be cool in front of my friends, right? So I'm taking this turn like 40, 45. Back end slides out. I recover it, right? But then I oversteer, and I go into the other lane because it's a one-way. It's a two-way road. Yeah. I go into the other lane. Thankfully, no cars are there. But then I go into the grass, and I'm like, "Aw, dude." Like we were just listening to.
Man, what have you heathens been talking about?
We're talking about Party in the USA and what it does to a man in the car. Yeah, but when Party in the USA is playing in my car, just know some hooligans, the shenanigans are coming. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I mean, that's just
it's white girl music for you.
Bro, like literally, like
Starships by Nicki Minaj. Oh my!
I want to go to the gym, or like if I needed to go to the store or something, I always put white girl music. I always I put single ladies on by Beyonce.
Oh, it's ladies. The single ladies.
Part was really embarrassing. So you know how like when you get your first car, you always want to have your music blasting. Mm-hmm.
That's me with Deftones, yeah.
Music. I had it blasting, but there was someone walking there. There was a girl, a guy, and some couple kids that was walking.
They just stare at you.
I wasn't hauling, but I was going about like 15, 20 miles an hour, so like they could look at me and everything when I'm driving. But I was having the music blasting, and I stopped, and I'm like do it. And while blasting, and I got it on my other phone. No, on my sister's phone. She got it on recording when we went to go into the store, and we had it on recording. It was the funniest thing ever because I got out the car, I parked it, but I put the four ways on just to make sure for it to be cautious and everything. So I put the four ways on. Then we all started dancing. Literally, the little kids were probably around like 5 or 4, and they were all like, "Do it like here, like you gotta put your leg up and do it." And we were like, "You gotta do this," and we were all doing it. We were having the best time of our lives. But that was so embarrassing because my sister was recording too. So I was like, "Please don't post it," and she posted it on her story.
I'm just curious. Do y'all still have the video, and can you send it to me?
I gotta ask for my sister though.
I bet.
But yeah, if she still has it, I'll send it to you.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. So this one time I went to Walmart, and made my pops. And Pops was like, "Hey, that guy over there looks kind of weird." And this dude, he's like, you could tell he's like clenching up. Like he's walking, he's like waddling, not even walking, right? He's like looking at something. He's like walking slowly, and my dad's like, "Isn't that guy kind of weird?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so we turn around, right, and we're talking, laughing, right, and this guy just starts running, like holding his butt, and like just running. We're like, "What the heck was that?" We look down, and there's brown stuff on the floor. Oh. And my dad looks at me. He's like, "No shot." I'm like, "Bro, no did that shot, guy just really do?" And my dad started, and we just start bursting out laughing. I'm just like, "Dad, all I'm saying is I don't think those are Hershey's Kisses." And he started laughing. He's like, "Whatever, shut up. Like, let's get our groceries."
You see buddies laying a trail, man.
Bro.
Trail for the next victim.
No, but this one time, I believe I was in middle school. Me and my friend were joking around. He's in one part of the hallway. So the way our hallways are set up is you can walk down the hallway and walk into different like hallways, right?
Yeah.
So my friend is behind the lockers, and I'm like in the hallway site. So this is the hallway. These are the lockers. Here's the next hallway. So I'm right here. My friend's right here. Talon, I think it was. And there's like 5 girls right here. I didn't realize they were there. And my friend's like, "Yo, I bet you won't like do this, and this." I'm like, "Whatever." And I just start acting dumb. I'm like, and I do a little spin. Like I'm doing all this other stuff. Yeah. And then I hear Chuck, and I hear giggling down the hallway. I'm like, "What the?" And I look, and they're all, and like 5 of them are just staring. I'm like, and then I literally just look at my friend. I look at them, look at my friend, and I'm just like,
you have like that look of shame.
Yeah.
And I just start doing the walk of shame, and I'm like, I don't even want to look.
Like the dog of shame with the cones on up.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
It's like an hour podcast, man. This is a pretty good one.
Yeah, bro. But is there anything else y'all want to end on?
I'm good for today.
No, I'm good.
Next episode.
Next episode.
It's gonna be crazy.
All right. Well, I love y'all. Jesus loves y'all. God loves y'all. We love y'all. Comment what y'all think. Comment y'all's birthdays. Comment whatever. I really don't care. Just comment something.
And remember the lesson of the day from Henny G. Don't be greedy. Appreciate what you have, and keep it for what it's worth, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last words from you, Damasio?
No, just thank you for inviting me for on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Of course, bro. You're welcome anytime. All right. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.